Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is probably one of the most important Toshi videos I make this year. Toshi is finally starting to make a move to the upside, which is super exciting. Everybody cannot wait for us to create new all-time highs. But let me walk you through something that I've just discovered and what gets me more excited about Toshi and holding it for the long term. Now, before I get started with this video, I want to make it clear, this is nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, so please make sure to do your own independent research. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. Now, I actually believe, I said last week, that I believe that Toshi will end up flipping Brett in terms of market cap value. Brett is currently number one in terms of market cap value. Toshi is number two. Now, currently Toshi's at $379 million market cap. Brett is at 480. Now, if you look at the past 7 days price performance, they're pretty close, right? If you just look at the 24 hours, it may be a bit misleading. Toshi's up 12.8% so far for the day. Brett's only up 5.7%. But if you look at the 7 days, Brett is up 20%. Toshi's up 24%. So there's a 4% difference between these two projects. Now, the fact that Toshi, in my opinion, will likely flip Brett over the next few weeks indicates if we see a scenario where we see the market switch to value, and by value, I mean that money starts to flow into your top Memecoin projects, and this will likely happen on every chain. So what do I mean by that? I mean, on the Solana chain, we could see money flow into bonkcoin, for example. On the Ethereum chain, money could flow into Pepe. Money starts flowing into shibainu, dogecoin, etc. Essentially, the top valued projects in each segment of the Memecoin market. Now, for basechain, there's technically two winners at the moment, two big winners at the moment. That's Brett and Toshi. Now, if we do see this go to a $10-20 billion market cap, which is what we've spoken about before, let's just say that did happen, Brett and Toshi should dominate the overall market cap value. Now, by how much, we're going to have to wait and see. But I'm now preparing for a scenario where we could see Toshi essentially exceed our predicted price targets. So short term, we believe that Toshi will first hit all-time highs. We should be able to at least hit 0.002900426 and 0.0036064. Now, let's assume before the end of this cycle, before the market has a serious or aggressive sell-off, how high could price go? Now, I said before, I do think Toshi could hit, a $2 to $3 billion market cap. And I think it happens quite easily. I don't think it's going to be, a huge challenge in my personal opinion. I think that Toshi could hit that $2 to $3 billion price target. But I'm now starting to think that Toshi could actually exceed that. The way Toshi is performing, the way the community is growing, the way we're seeing trading volumes grow day to day, this could easily become a $5 or $6 billion market cap project. But let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. We still have a long way to go. And of course, this is pure speculation. We're currently in one of the highest risk segments of the market, which is meme coins. But the opportunity right now is huge. Now, I just want to say well done to those of you that have been buying at the lows when we're giving out these free buy calls. If you missed it, it means you're not subscribed to the channel. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on another major Toshi update just like this one. But getting back to the point, why is this video so important? Because I'm starting to realize that Toshi is not your average meme coin. A lot of meme coins you can make money on, right? There's a ton of meme coins in the market where, yes, you can make money, but the biggest risk is a lot of them will ultimately end up going to zero, right? Which means you have to buy low, be able to time the market at the right peak, and obviously just get away from the project overall. But Toshi, as I stated before, I think will sell off at some point, right? I do think that, again, I do think once our targets have been met, let's just say mid and long-term targets have been met, I do think we'll see an aggressive sell-off on Toshi. But I'm starting to believe that Toshi could potentially be a project that could be around within the next 5 years. And that's a huge statement for a meme coin. There's a few meme coins in the market right now that I believe will be around for a long time. And again, I'll be completely transparent with all of you. Dogecoin, I think, is one of them. Shibainu is one of them. I think Pepe is one of them. I even think bonkcoin is one of them, right? And you know, there's several others in terms of the NFT meme coins as well. There's a few others. I think Pudgy Penguins will do very well long term. But Toshi, I didn't have that opinion of. I thought Brett would be here. Basically long term, it's the number one, you know, basechain meme coin at the moment. It's performed quite well since inception. I thought, you know what, Brett will probably be that long-term holder, right? And as I make money on Toshi, I might filter it over into Brett. But now I'm 50-50 on Toshi and Brett. And now I'm leaning more towards Toshi, and I actually think Toshi will end up flipping Brett in terms of market cap value. So Toshi now, in my books, is becoming a very long-term project, which means I've now changed my game plan. I'm actually going to ensure that when I sell my Toshi holdings, I'm not actually going to sell all of it, which is quite surprising because ultimately, if a project's highly likely to sell off by 90%, you would assume, why not just sell all of it and then buy back in at the low? But the reason why I'm keeping that 10-20% bag running is to ensure that I don't have to think about it. I'm essentially just going to set and forget. So when I do go through my big profit taking event, I'm going to ensure that I have at least a 10-20% bag running, and I think I'm going to keep that bag for the next 5 years. I think I'm going to keep it running. Obviously, the good news is we'll be able to track performance. We'll be able to see, you know, how much the project has progressed, and we can take it from there. But I think Toshi has now raised the bar, in my opinion, and this is purely due to price action. This is due to, you know, what's actually happening with you, the community as well, because all meme coins are ultimately based on the community. Whether we like it or not, everybody can talk about fundamentals and all these things, but no, it's all about the community. And I like the way this community is growing from strength to strength. So this is a major update because now I'm actually going to give Toshi an upgrade. This is going to be a meme coin that I'm going to hold, just like bonkcoin. Bonkcoin's another elite meme coin project that I'll be holding for the long term. I still have a profit taking strategy there, but Toshi now has now been upgraded. If you made it this far in the video, congratulations. We're about to make history. Let's see what Toshi does next. We should hopefully be able to create new all-time highs before the market peaks again, but we're going to have to wait and see. But I like the way Toshi's performing. I'll be keeping you guys up to date day to day, so make sure you're subscribed. And until the next update, guys, seize the day.